Alright, it is day 21 and I have 3 chicks in here that are newly hatched this morning. 2 there. 1 back here. This guy is just brand new within probably the last half hour. I've got 2 incubators. Old Nurture Right 360 Harris Farm from TSC and the new Nurture Right 360 Harris Farm from TSC. This one has had all the chicks hatch from it so far. I've got a few eggs left. I filled it with 18 eggs. I've had 7 hatch out of here. 1 hatched on day 20, and then the others hatched early this morning, and I've already moved them out to the incubator. Not the incubator, but to the brooder in my shed out there. But on this old one, none of them have hatched yet. That is just weird. But I do have, maybe you can see that egg there is pipped, and looks like this egg here, right there, has zipped. Pipped and zipped. Pipped is when they'll just make a little hole in the egg. Maybe I could find one with some decent light to show you. Like that there. They'll peck a little hole in the egg, and then that's their starting point for where they'll start zipping. And they'll zip around the egg like that, and then that end will pop off and the chick will emerge. But I just find it interesting that old Nurture Right Harris Farm incubator, new Nurture Right Harris Farm incubator, 0 chicks have hatched, 7 have hatched. I don't know if the humidity has something to do with it. The new one has been running about 80% from days 18 through 21. You want that really about 70? Well, it just jumped to 83 because that chick hatched. The new one has been running about 75. So I don't know. It's 77 now because once your chicks, well, it moved. Where'd it go? Oh, it's up front with the others now. Once your chicks start to hatch, the humidity will rise, will increase. These are just about ready, not that new one, but these 2 that have been in here for about an hour are just about ready to move out to the incubator. I like to leave them in here until they somewhat dry off. Sometimes you might be able to see on that one that just hatched there, maybe there's something stuck to its butt, and that's just a little left of the yolk sac that they absorb. So I wait until that falls off and or completely absorbs, and then I will move them out to the incubator. See, he's pretty well almost dry. He could finish drying off in the brooder. But that one that just hatched, that's getting sat on right now, I'll leave him in here for probably about an hour. But yeah, so this is weird. This is day 21. 7 chicks out of this new one hatched, 0 out of here. But there's at least 2, 3. I counted them earlier. There's at least 7 in here that have pipped. So these should hatch today, and the rest of these should hatch today also. So this one that's flailing around just hatched maybe about half hour ago, or even earlier than that. These other 2 have been in here for probably about an hour, maybe longer, hour and a half. So when I take them out, I leave them in when, see this guy that just hatched, he's kind of, more lethargic, so he needs to just rest for a little while. So I'll leave him in here for probably about an hour, hour and a half, maybe even closer to 2 hours still. These other ones that are more active, that are hopping around and, they're wanting out. So I'll probably take those out here in just a few minutes when I'm done with this video. But I typically leave them in the incubator until that yolk sac is absorbed completely. You might notice when they hatch, they'll have it attached to them still. Until that's absorbed or falls off, and then when they're kind of dryish looking, not completely dry and fluffed out, but when they're kind of dryish looking and active and chirping and moving around, I take them out just to make room for the others to hatch, get rid of the old eggs. But when they're kind of like that one, in the back here. Where's my finger? Well, you can't see it. But when they're kind of like that new one that's more lethargic, laying around still, I leave them in there for a little while longer. So, as you can see, not many eggs left. There's one chick in here that hatched, trying out. There's two in this one that are still drying out, but not many eggs left. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in here. Got 9 in here. That 9 eggs that have peeped. All of those have peeped. So with any luck, the rest of those will hatch. And in this one, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 eggs. There's 2 for sure that I know have peeped. And with any luck, they will hatch. The other 2, I don't know. I can't see if they've peeped or not. The rest of the chicks are out in the brooder. Alright, as you can see, that incubator's done. This one is almost done. I've got 1 chick left. I had to help him out of his shell. It was kind of stuck, you know, around his body. I don't normally do that. I want them to hatch completely on their own. And I let him drag it around for about a half hour. And I was like, well, I'm going to have to help him out. So I had to help him out. I think he'll be alright. I'm just letting him in here, you know, dry off a little bit before I throw him out into the brooder. But I think he'll be alright. I was surprised that the Harris Farm, the old incubator, was the last one to hatch all the chicks. So out of 36 Brahmas that I had, all but 2 eggs hatched. And the 2 eggs that didn't hatch were in the new Harris Farm incubator. So the new Harris Farm incubator hatched all the eggs first, but 2. That I candled them just a few minutes ago, and there was nothing developing in them. It looked like it was just the yolk inside. So either they weren't fertile or it just stalled in the early stage of development. But I've already got rid of that because there's no chicks left, no eggs. I cleaned it up. This guy will go out there. So out of 36 eggs, all but 2 hatched. So that's a very good hatch rate. Very, very good on the old Harris Farm Nurture Right 360 and the new one. Alright, let's see if we can sneak up on them. Yeah, that's great. Sneak up on them. You can't even see anything. There they are. There's the chickies. And this is what I mean by when I say they self-regulate. Here comes the dog. Directly under the lamp. It's hot outside. It's about 110, 120 degrees. So that's why they were all on this side, where it's a lot cooler. What do you think of those, Bully? What do you think of those? No. I don't think he would eat them, but again, he's got that look in his eye. Oh, he snuck around over there, huh? Get. He just wants to play. Alright, well there they all are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of them. I had to lower the heat lamp this morning. It got about 35, 38 degrees last night. So I lowered it down there, and they're probably still a little cool, but I think it's fine. They survived overnight. Even got a couple that are just sprawled out sleeping, so I don't think they're cold. I mean, but they'll be fine. I believe it's going to be about 70 today, so it'll warm up soon. But there's the brooder, water and food. Today I'll grab them out and dip their beaks in the water, so they know where that's at, and they'll start drinking it. Look at them running around here. What are you doing? Get over there where it's warm. See, they're not that cold. But I think they'll be all right. Probably leave them in here throughout today, and then tomorrow, I believe I'll move them out to the brooder that I've got in the coop. But there they go. One last shot. And this is actually day 22, and they're all hatched. So they all hatched between day 20 and day 22. I had some that hatched like that one there. That's a little wet still. He hatched this morning. He or she, I don't know. Alright, that's it. Day 22. All the chickens have hatched, all but 2 that stalled in development early on in the incubation, I believe. So those are gone. I've cleaned everything out. We're done. On to the next batch. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. See ya.